What is up, guys? RTG here, back with some more Humankind. And I figured, since we recently completed the Terra Incognita scenario, where the French of all people were the ones to end the game, we still, well, spoiler alert, we still won, but I figured we go through the 100 Years' War. So in this scenario, picture this: the year 1360, the Treaty of Brittany. After capturing the King of France, John the Good, Edward III of England has obtained Aquitaine and possessions in the north. The Kingdom of France was torn between these influences, while the ambitious Charles the Bad remains strong in Normandy. In this medieval 75-turn scenario, you will rule the French with the goal of defeating the English and reconquering the territories that once belonged to France's kings. While facing your opponent, you will not deal in matters of religion, diplomacy. In addition, only the estate, expansionist, military, and agrarian stars are available and will ensure your glory as you fight for victory. So without further ado, we see what the scenario has entailed for us.
The first ship is a wonderful thing. Sadly for the crew, we're likely to see the first seasickness as well.
Okay, so in this scenario, it is just us in Paris, and we are up against the English. So we can travel through. Okay, so this game does indeed have a turn timer. So the game ends on turn 75. We are playing. Oh, sorry, I forgot. There are no. The French isn't a evil culture. We are playing as the Franks, precursors to the French. We have. Okay, Crown Lands, which is 10% influence. The Scriptorium, which is plus 3 faith, which isn't going to matter. Loss in stability, increase in science, and estate per adjacent research quarter. Ooh. Just stack up on research quarters. We get the aesthetics and the science just rolling in. We also have the France Militets, I believe that's how you pronounce it. But these require not only horses but iron, and not only a horse and a iron, but 2 of each. And we need this chivalry tech. But these guys are heavy cavalry, so heavy cavalry gets a charge bonus for having moved before they attack their opponent, and these guys have heavy charge, which they get extra combat strength when they attack, when they charge. So we're strictly, yes, I believe in this scenario we are restricted to the medieval era. So that's gonna be cool. We should get could get an expansion star knocked out very quick, but I think this scenario is largely focused on combating the English, and I'm no geography, but I'm pretty sure they're going to be in the north. Yeah. So I guess for starters, we separate these horsemen, then one up. Can you guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay.
And one north and one south. There's a horse resource here. Okay. How should we prioritize? I think good to start with SD. We're going to be growing for a while, but we have access to water here. I believe this is a map. I believe this is a European map. So I think this is actual real world location to Paris. Okay, and yeah, the English are to the north. So we'll spend a... Oh. There is Bordeaux. Okay, so they're to our north and south. Okay, in terms of technology. Okay, we are obviously going to need to build, like, research stuff. Because apparently we have absolutely nothing, but we have all the... every tech that we're going to need beforehand. So how should we push this? Okay, we pick up feudalism first, and after feudalism we go war summons, heavy infantry, chivalry, sorry. And I guess we're going to knock out a handful of scriptori. The west seems like the best direction for food. Southwest and northeast look like the best ways for production, so I'm going to use like this area for our science. Babe, probably. Yep. We're going to have to do a lot of...
A first outpost means a first step into a new territory and a new extension of your empire's power, but also...
I just realized that we are estate, so we have the cultural blitz for extra, for a good injection of fame. And I guess the wonders are... can't tell if they're like fully locked, or we just don't have. You know what? For simplicity's sake, I think that is a good investment. Plus, we're going to have. Okay, so we can build wonders. What wonder would be useful? Because most of these do we have anything that helps directly with military strength? Okay. The Colossus of Rhodes helps if we're being attacked. The Lighthouse of Alexandria helps with naval stuff. Okay. Temple of Artemis. Faith, which doesn't really mean much. Stability, health regen on units, so all our units heal quicker in situations where they can heal, and 2 combat strength on unit. 2 combat strength on unit has a range of, I think it's kind of worded poorly, but it's 2 combat strength for ranged attacks. So Temple of Artemis, and we can't claim anything else until the Temple of Artemis is built, which we have the Scriptorium. What does that do? Okay, that's a good chunk of science on the way. Put you guys on auto explore for a while. Hopefully we find like actual useful stuff, and with the cultural blitz we're going to be able to pick up these strategic and luxury resources in the area. In terms of production, we are losing money, which understandable, I guess. But we're gonna need, okay, we can't see, so get a research lab up north, and I guess strategics online. There any that up there we lose food but gain production. Here we can get horses, and we can get a harbor down.
You have built a first harbor to construct and launch the vessels of the Empire. Time to stock up on champagne bottles.
Okay, and with that, I think it is safe to expand Paris. We're trying to move quick. We also need a, I guess, scout rider, which we can do now. So the scout rider would be to help. Matter of fact, okay, you have found some stuff. I guess we put an outpost here, seems fine. You drop one over here. Gonna need
Why was this even a question? Let's keep
influence.
it simple. We've been here. It's our place.
And I think it's better we get codified laws, because creating outposts are going to be relatively cheap for a while, so I think attaching would be the...
Just imagine, once you discover writing, you can literally throw the book at them.
Okay, so 20% cheaper to attach outposts and absorb cities. I don't recall if we have the ability to absorb cities at the moment, but useful to have. I want you somewhere in this territory so we can start sending stuff out by sea. Food is a good thing to have. This being so close to the capital isn't an issue, but it's not able to absorb the films from these two tiles because of the border. Once we absorb it into the city though, it will be able to absorb other stuff. The biggest issue is that there is overlap here of this tile, but sacrifices must be made. You guys have settled this, and it is free to pick up these horses.
Don't fall behind. Keep moving. Go this way.
That okay, we are gaining gold. I'm going to put you guys on the move and I guess upgrade you at some point. Okay, so you have salt. Ooh. Okay, we are going with communal land because we are nowhere near making enough gold for inherited land.
Why should individual wealth and political connections determine the status of something as timeless as the land?
Okay. Agrarian star. I guess this horseman, you can go north. Start doing some scouting. This outpost, nothing worth moving to. You go back on Auto Explorer. Oh, better yet, come off Auto Explorer, settle something down here. Be trying to get expansion done quick. Okay, both of those should be finished next turn. What we would like, Temple of Artemis. Oh, must be placed next to woodland or forest. Okay. That's you. Okay. Stability is becoming very strained. So, with the luxuries coming online and the Temple of Artemis going up, keyword should, start getting... Ooh. Should start getting a handle on things. One auto explore. Gonna need to get this territory on the wraps soon. And you seem to be heading that way. Cool. you are going north to help find things like this. Okay, the English are right here. So we need to fortify that direction. Okay, Paris is mutinous. Oh. Ooh. It reminds me that this is our first video with Humankind's latest update, which you would have seen a glimpse of when we were selecting the wonder to build, but they've made a change to the frequency of some narrative events. Because if you've been watching the channel for a while, you would have seen a few narrative events pop up, I guess twice, 3 times throughout the playthroughs, and Amplitude has done a lot of narrative events, but most of which rarely show up. So they've done what they've done. They've made those more rare events a bit more common. And for example, Raiders of the Far Seas, because I don't think I've ever seen this. And they've also they've also made some of the more common narrative events rarer. So you still see them, but you don't see them every game. So Raiders of the Far Seas, according to hearsay, every springtime longboat raiders have pillaged and looted lands close to our borders. Sailors hailing from the harbor in Paris swear they have seen such slender vessels on the horizon, even hearing the low eerie sound of their rowing chants. Some say they even row upriver to strike into the heart of the continent. With your naval force weak, people near the border are frightened that they will be next. They are threatening to flee. What will you do? We can assure them, get locked down in Paris, gain stability, lose production. Ignore it, or we can hire a fleet. So hiring a fleet is 250, so that's gonna put us 200 in the sink, in the tank, in debt. But new army, I think with the luxuries coming online, we can chance it, because if anything, being negative has some effects on things. If you're in a deficit, you will start losing stability. Psh. Easy. So higher, that's an agrarian star. We should have 3 cogs. Yep, that was worth. Oh, now we're negative in funds. Didn't account for that part. So we are at least no, we still do. There's an independent people settling to, oh, boom. Yep, we are now over 30. So cool. So we are technically no longer mutinous. Attaching would be a terrible idea though. Should find something somewhere. A very low production territory. Here is good. We're gonna get horses and ambergris. Yeah, whales. You guys Knights, crossbowmen. We are kind of below score wise, but that's largely because yeah, so these guys went with this territory, so isn't much point hanging around, and they are peaceful, so at least we don't have to worry about that. Army composition. Do we want stronger units or more units? I think with the speed of the game, we're gonna get units out relatively quick, but we aren't going to focus heavily on production. Most of the production we are getting is from the land. So I think
This should improve efficiency and camaraderie, but it'll probably cause a lot of complaining.
okay, so we are going to have a revolution next. Why did our stability drop? Why did our stability drop? Oh, I think we shifted on the axis. You know what? I'm going to buy this out.
Congratulations on building the Temple of Artemis.
So that is
It is a sign of
boost.
worship, most definitely. Even more so if you also worship marble.
That is a good boost in fame. We can claim another one though. I think the Colossus of Rhodes might be useful just in case we are attacked. Outside of that, I don't know. So I'm not going to focus on it at the moment. Should settle here. Check out the rest of the territory, and with that, I can't believe that we are actually like really low on time. So I'll go on for another couple minutes just to round off the time. There is another independent peoples south. Have one. Okay, you go back on auto explore because I want to get these stuff handled. We are wasting time at the moment because no production is going into the scriptorium because we have no. Okay, we need money. I think it is worth getting fishmongers and palisades, and I guess once those are done, continue work on the scriptorium. And those scriptoriums, and I guess a research quarter here, and that will be all the research I plan to do. All the research buildings I plan to build. There's a cave here. Okay, you go on auto. Find us something useful. These independent people have been established. I don't know how useful this will be currently, but it may be worth it. like in the long run. Okay. I think I picked a slightly less useful tile just now. Fate of Free Cities. Oh, that would have been
They
useful.
may have more to offer than just their weapons. Assimilation does seem practical.
Oh. There's a hostile independent people who our northeast. I think how many? We have 2 horses. We haven't seen any iron, which is less than ideal. And I think I may turn one of these a city, maybe this one, and get all the stuff around it. Okay, feudalism has been researched, and with that, I'm going to call an end to the episode. So yeah, I've been RTG, you have been you, and I hope you are looking forward to us playing as the French this time. Slight housekeeping. For those of you who are interested and have made it to the end of the video, we are going to be live streaming The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom on May 13th. So for those of you guys watching this video relatively close to when it releases, I hope that you stop by the stream, say hi, even if it's not necessarily your thing. You might find out you enjoy it. So yeah, officially now, with that, I've been RTG, you have been you. Peace, love, and tranquility to all of you, and I will see you next time.